Hey, what's happening, my people? What a fucking day, man. I made a decision. I mean, part of my growth and healing is the last stronghold I think I have is this part of my PTSD was my need to be a superhero, a provider for people. And I have to balance that, because it's not bad to want to be that, but sometimes you can neglect the people in your life by not letting them in when you're vulnerable. So part of my growth here has been, and especially today and last night, I'm in a place where I need people, and I can still be the hero, so to speak, for my kids and do the right thing. But the universe is reciprocal. So if it's not give and take, right? If there's not an ebb and flow that you've submitted to allow the universe to do its work, it's going to be in balance. So I realized I was in balance because as much as people know that I'm in this situation, I still have a problem asking for help directly. So what I did to offset that, I'm just speaking about healing modalities that people might be able to use that are maybe in similar situations, maybe not the exact, but can understand what I'm going through and what you might be going through when you're battling your own. And that's not really a demon, it's not something that you would look at and say, yeah, that's detrimental to my life, but it's not allowing certain relationships and things to manifest because there's a blockage there. So what I did is I reached out to people directly and I sent them a request for, and these are people that I know are capable of, on my GoFundMe. And I asked for help directly, which is something I rarely do. There's a handful of people that offered help in the beginning that I can go to that I call true friends. And they're closer to me than a lot of family. There's really only one person in my family that's real close to me right now. And it's tragic, but that's also life. But so I went out directly and then when they didn't respond, because I told them, I said, I know who I'm sending this to and I at least a response, please, share this, do something, give $1, let me know you have a pulse. These are people that I've been there for in their lives. And one person out of that entire group, and then another person today wound up donating. Who me and him, we've only met in passing, but we relate on a deep visceral level. And then the other woman, I'm not going to say her name in case she doesn't want to be recognized that way. But me and her have had some deep conversations, but we hardly see each other. And the people who came to my rescue in the beginning and just recently, we hardly see each other. I have, one's a friend from 6th grade, and it's crazy who rises to the top. So what I did to break through my own ego was I went out directly and I said, I don't need this many fucking people in my life if I tell people that this is one of the most important things I'll ever do, and it might be one of the most important things for your kid's future, and I need you to trust me on that and do what you can. To be ignored, those aren't friends, right? So I've been going through this purging process of people, and the truth is, of all the thousands of people I have on my social media, the people that have come to my events, the people that have come to my parties, my premieres, asked for favors, blah blah blah, all the things that I've done for people in the past, that really equates to nothing in the grand scheme of life. And you don't need those people hanging on, you know what I mean? Because they won't be there when things are bad. You know what I mean? But when times are good, they're going to blow your fucking phone up and they're going to make sure you know that they're there, right? So as hard as it is, because I want to believe the best in people, sometimes the best just isn't there, and you can't manifest that for them. You have to manifest the best in you. And sometimes that for somebody like me who, had PTSD and I was a control freak, tried to control my world because, not that I was a tough guy, even though that's what I presented myself as, but deep down you're really afraid of somebody hurting you because of your childhood and what it was that brought about PTSD. So admitting vulnerability is one of the hardest things in the fucking world that I'll ever have to do. But I can tell you, it's been the most cathartic 2 days in my fucking life. And it's tedious to take people off your Facebook and shit. That shit sucks. But it's a powerful exercise. And for those of you who came through, I love you more than you know. And when I get on the other side of this, even though everybody will brag about the person that they, when somebody gets famous for whatever, which is eminent, I think, even if it's infamous and I die, because they kill me. But whatever the case is, people like to brag about the people who did things that they came close to, and usually those people aren't those people's friends. Like, I'm starting to realize now, when people tell these stories, it's not fluff. Like, you're literally on your own just before you achieve great success, because the road there is fucking tumultuous. So goodbye to the ones that I've been able to eliminate through this process. I'm sure there'll be more, and I love you to the ones that are still there. You mean the world to me. But what I do know is I am going to have to circle back, and if we're going to change this system, I can't hold grudges. So I'm not holding a grudge. I have to put you at the back seat. This is the movie. This movie is my life, right? Everybody is in their own movie. And if you're not going to contribute positively to that movie, you have to sit in the back row. I'm not going to kick you out of the theater, but you got to sit in back now. Because I can't cloud my mind. We only see 10% of our physiological environment. That's fact. And if I can only see 10% of what's presented in front of me, well, I can't have people that don't share the vision fucking up my mindscape, right? So don't take it offensively if I've said goodbye to you. And you know, we're not going to be communicating on any type of level that's meaningful right now. I still love you, but I have to love you from a distance. I love everybody else. I love everyone unconditionally. It's just sometimes in life we have to do what we have to do for our own well-being, and it's hard asking, and it's equally as hard letting go. But it's also what we all need to do to transcend this human condition, right? If we're gonna make real change in this world for our kids, this is the process. And you got to trust it. It's not about the destination. It's about trusting this process. And I'll tell you what, man, as hard as it's been the past couple of days, the feeling of elation that I got today, just out of nowhere, is fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I love you guys. Don't let those inner demons defeat you. We have too many external dragons to slay, but you can't slay them if you got things going on inside that prevent you from being the best you possible. I love you.